Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Spencer.
So this is the first time I've done this, so let's see if we can get it right.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. So today is what? Today is November 28th, 2019.
Okay.
Let's start with your name, your full name. You forgot?
Anne Marie.
Marie.
Do you have my confirmation name?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Kathleen's my confirmation name.
What does that even mean? What is a confirmation name? I forget.
I'm supposed to pick a saint. I think you picked. Who did you pick?
Uncle Tom? No, I don't know.
Did you take Thomas?
Thomas, Saint Thomas?
I guess so.
So yours was Kathleen.
Yeah.
How do you remember that? I mean,
Because that's my Aunt Kathy. Kathy Joy.
And so what did Saint...
I don't know.
Well...
No, I don't want to ruin my makeup.
So wait, it was your Aunt Kathy, and that's how you got your confirmation.
But I took Peachy as my sponsor. I had the two aunts, you know. Peachy was the sponsor, like Peachy's sponsor. I need a napkin.
Okay. Charlotte, can you grab a napkin? Can you grab a napkin?
Our paper towel.
So good start. I'm really good at interviewing.
This is why I never got jobs. Thanks.
Thanks, Scarlett.
What did you do to her?
I just asked her name. Okay.
To be continued.
All right. You gonna be able to do this?
Have me a breakdown.
Okay. Let's come back to that.
All right.
All right, so can we go in more of that?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to go there.
Okay. Okay, so your name was Lyons was your maiden name.
Mm-hmm.
It's now Heaphy. What year were you born? Date? Birth date?
February 12th, 1956.
Hell of a year.
Born on Abraham Lincoln's birthday,
Oh.
and my initials were AL.
Oh, that's pretty good. So is that something you used to tell the kids in school
Yeah.
that you felt proud about? Where were you born?
Walnut Creek, in Kaiser Hospital.
Walnut Creek, huh?
Yep.
And you grew up in Alameda.
Yeah, my parents lived in Pleasant Hill, I think, when I was little, and then they moved to Alameda, moved back.
What year was that? Do you know?
Well, they got married in 1955.
Wow. Oh, right before you.
Yeah.
Huh.
I was born 9 months and 2 weeks after they got married.
Kind of like Jessica.
Yeah, no, just was 6 months. Just really early. 9 pounds.
Labor for you?
I don't know. I was, like a day or so. It was different back then. She said, they just come and check on her. She didn't even know who was coming in or out, just these random people.
Really? Did they have, like, drugs or what is it called?
Yeah, she had, she didn't even know when the baby was born, when she woke up from the drugs, she didn't even know if she had a boy or girl or anything,
Whoa.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
So I think they labor, and then when they get to the pushing point, they, like, knock them out.
Wow.
Yeah.
A little different. All right, well, let's go to I have little groups, different categories. So grandma and grandpa, your mom's name. What is her name?
My mom's?
Full name.
Joan Alicia Kitterman.
Okay.
Lyons Magenti.
And then grandpa's full name. Do you remember his full name?
Thomas Richard Lyons Senior, and then my brother was Junior, as I was saying.
Huh. I didn't know that. Any memories of grandpa that you can think of that come to the top of your head? What kind of person was he?
Well, he was really family oriented, you know, and he was a great father. And, you know, I remember reading, he used to like to read the Sunday comics to us. You know, we all get on the couch and...
Really? That's cool.
I got a little antsy.
Huh?
I was like, I was getting worried. But I didn't want to hurt his feelings, you know.
So every Sunday, you'd push yourself through that,
And
huh?
also, we go to church every Sunday, and you couldn't eat food before church. That was the rule. You couldn't have, you couldn't, like, you wake up, you couldn't eat anything before church. So that's why the Sunday morning masses.
Whoa.
So he would make eggnog. He'd make with raw eggs and milk and cinnamon. It was really good, but that's what we'd have because it was liquid still, you know.
Every Sunday morning, you'd have homemade eggnog
yeah.
before you go in there, and would that make you sick? Or it would fill you enough?
You know, that's how they made eggnog. They made drinks that way too. There's like gin fizzes or, you know, with raw eggs. It's weird, but it's
yeah. And so the reason why you don't eat before church, so you can have...
So the body of Christ is, you know...
Yeah. And then would you guys go out to breakfast or anything like that after church?
Yeah, we did that a lot. We went to IHOP or, you know...
And that was in Alameda?
Oakland. We had to go across the bridge.
Was there a certain church that you guys would go to?
St. Joseph's. Dad and I got married there.
Oh?
Yeah. Had all my first communion and everything there.
So that must have been special for Grandma and Grandpa, and for you,
yeah,
to have it at that church.
And also, if you ever go to that church, the chandelier, it's still there. It was donated by my great-grandparents.
Whoa, that's
pretty.
really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's still there, you
Yeah.
think? And what was that church called again?
St. Joseph's Basilica in Alameda.
Awesome. Okay, how about the Heaphy side? So, Grandma and Grandpa, Dad's, when you first met either of them?
Well, I worked for Jim Heaphy. You know, he didn't hire me, but he worked in. I had to like type his letters and stuff. I was kind of a secretary, but he always had these just short little letters, like per our instruction, per our conversation. Da 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 da. Best regards, Jim Heaphy. You know, but everybody else had these long letters, so I would, you know, concentrate more on the longer letters. So I would put his down at the bottom. So anyway, I was new. I was kind of young. But
how old do you think you were?
I didn't realize he had more clout than the other guys, you know.
Wait, I'm sorry. So you'd put his letters at the bottom because they just...
Well, they were so quick. I thought, well, I could do this real fast. But, you know, that was before they had computers. You had to, like, use a little, you know, the little corrector, those little white things. Like, if you misspelled a word, you had to go back and use a little white thing.
You mean
to cover it up.
Oh, like whiteout kind of thing?
Yeah.
But it was like a strip?
Yeah, it was like you put the right letter on.
So you better spell your words correctly.
Yeah.
Because nowadays, if you're writing something you don't know how to spell it, you'd look it up.
Yeah.
So, interesting times.
So, and also, so Dad and I, all of us would go out after work, okay? And to, like, you know, to wait for the traffic to go down or whatever.
Where was this, by the way? In San Francisco?
San Francisco.
Where in San Francisco, do you know?
We went to, well, there was a kind of a Mexican restaurant bar. I think it was called Bottoms Up or something. I don't know. Oh, no, wait. Dad will probably remember. It was kind of a gay bar, whatever. But we go there and get margaritas or whatever. But then there was a place in we go to North Beach sometimes, you know, with the truffle. I can't remember that.
So you guys would do this after work?
Yes.
And the whole, do you remember how many people were working in this office? What was the office? I mean, what was the company called?
Oh, it was just Anderson Constructors.
And Grandpa and Dad worked.
Well, yeah. So Dad wasn't working there. He came in November. I've been there like a year.
Do you remember how old you were?
I was 23, 24. I was 25 when we got married. So I was
Wow,
24.
so that happened fast.
Yeah.
So you were living in Alameda and commuting?
Yes.
Were you driving or taking, was there a train?
My friend Carol and I would drive.
You guys would commute together?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she was a lawyer or something? Or No.
No, she worked for something, I forget. So anyway, so then Jim Heaphy hired Mark to come in, and I so I'd hear him talking to people. I just I thought he was too young, for me, but because he was talking about rock bands and all that. I was in disco.
Hold on, we'll get to Dad.
Okay.
So Grandpa, so you remember meeting Grandpa? Was he kind of a tough person?
Grandpa?
Yeah.
No, he was really
funny?
easygoing, He was just, he's a funny guy. Anyway, when Dad asked me out, want to go that part?
Well, sure, we can do that. Yeah. Okay, so Dad got hired on.
Mm-hmm.
And you go ahead. When you first met him.
We go out for drinks and stuff, and then
The whole company.
Yeah, and then one time there was a band playing called the Alameda All Stars, and we invited Carol. We were going to go see him after, and I said, "Do you want to go?" And he said, "Sure." So he followed us over there, and then.
So you asked out.
Carol didn't go, and so it ended up just Dad and I went, and it was fun.
So you asked out Dad.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah,
I never thought about that. And that's where we had our first kiss.
At the show?
Mm-hmm.
After?
Mm-hmm. Then he dropped me off.
In Alameda?
Yeah.
So he drove from Fairfax to the city? Or the Alameda All-Stars were...
In Alameda. Yeah, then we went home to Fairfax from there.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
So then he asked me out to do something. We went to Marin County then, the next Friday night or something.
So he had to call... Wait, I'm sorry, where were you living at this time?
I was in Alameda. He was...
Where were you at?
He was living at home at that point.
Were you living at home?
Yes.
So you were both living at home at 23, 24.
Well, he was 2 years younger. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Little baby. And so he'd have
I was 24. He was 22.
He'd have to call... You gave your parents' landline number...
Mm-hmm.
And so he'd have to call to get a hold of you. So he had to call and
Yeah.
probably talk to your parents to get a hold of you.
Yeah.
That's interesting times.
Yeah, you didn't know who was calling. You just had to pick up the phone,
Yeah. And were you...
Guilty.
Do you remember when you guys went to the show, were you excited for him to call? Do you remember how long it took? I think this is so random,
I saw him every day at work. So we could make plans, it was kind of like that. It wasn't like, it was a little...
Yeah.
So we saw, he was there all the time. Or he'd go to job sites. But it was funny when we went he said, "Do you want to go out to Marin County to see bands there?" I said, "Okay." So we drove to his house, his parents' house, and then I was waiting in the living room, and I hear his father come home up the stairs, like, la 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 la, whistling or whatever, something, like sitting there in this dark living room thinking, oh God. And I said, "Hello, Mr. Heaphy." He goes, "What? Oh, Dan, what are you doing?"
That's great. Do you remember...
So Mark and I are going to go out to, hear some band music or something. He goes, oh, that's wonderful. So
That's really funny.
So we went to Larkspur, and probably Dad will remember the name of the place. I can't remember. It was kind of a hip place,
What did you think about when you... So you drove to...
Did I drive? Yeah, I must have. I must have followed him home.
And what did you think about Fairfax or, Marin County? Did you ever...
I think it was really cool. It's funny. When I was sitting in that living room, I thought, this would be a cute place to bring your children, like grandchildren. That's what you're planning ahead.
Whoa, you were already planning ahead.
When you're dating someone, you think about those kind of futuristic situations.
I would say girls maybe think about it a little bit more, but on a second date. But yeah, I would imagine, yeah. So what year was that? Do you remember?
So it was a really cool house, they lived in.
Yeah.
the different levels, and the views are beautiful.
Were you impressed that he said that they built it, or do you remember?
Yeah. I don't even know if I knew at that point. I think I found out those things later.
Do you remember if anybody else was living at the house at that time? Was there?
Well, Dad was living downstairs where Sue Pickett lived. Mary Heaphy lived there.
Mary Heaphy was living up above,
Yeah,
and Dad was living there, and no one else was living there. Do you remember?
Liz and Jim. They hadn't even built that upper thing,
Oh, and so you met Grandma at the same time?
I must have met her. I can't really remember that. Oh, and then I remember maybe it was like a week or two later. Maybe it was the same weekend. I don't know. Maybe it was. I met Liz and Jim, and they had just announced their engagement.
Wait, Liz and Jim?
I'm sorry.
Deb and Jim.
They announced their engagement. So I met them too. I think it was like the next weekend, maybe. So they had planned their wedding for September, whatever. But then we had an unexpected. We had to plan a wedding too. So we were going to have it on like the same weekend or something. And Mark said, I think we need to. So that's why we changed it to a night wedding. We did like the month after on October 9th. We did it like a Friday night was on our wedding night. It was like a candlelight service. It was kind of cool. They had all these candles lit all over.
Wait. So Jim and Deb were going to get married. They had a wedding set.
Yes.
But you guys had
unplanned wedding. We had to plan and quickly, and so the only Saturday available was like, I think theirs was on a Sunday, and then ours would be like the same weekend or something.
The same weekend?
I think it was something. Yeah. So then that was like the only opening. So then we had it changed to the 9th, October 9th.
And do you remember if they were upset about that?
I think they were a little bit for stealing the thunder. That's what Mark said. I think we better change it. Because I don't think my parents want to go to 2 weddings in 1 weekend.
So did you change it?
Yeah. So that's what we did on Friday night. So it worked out really pretty. We had 6 weeks to plan ours, and most people had.
Where was the wedding? It was at the Alameda place.
Mm-hmm.
And the reception was?
The Lake Merritt Boathouse. Lake Merritt.
Wow, cool.
Which is kind of it's a nice neighborhood, but at nighttime it's a little rough. Like a lot of people had their tires slashed.
At their wedding?
At the wedding, the people that had gone to the wedding, yeah. And also the champagne was stolen. So my dad, my brothers.
Wait, before the wedding, the champagne was stolen?
Well, the champagne was at the boathouse. There was a chef there and stuff. And while we were at the wedding, we came there and it was like champagne was gone, so they had to run and get. And we had this like champagne little fountain, it was like it was trying to get a little drip. So my dad had to go to a liquor store in Oakland to get more champagne, and it's like, so crazy.
Who funded the wedding? Do you remember?
My parents.
How many people were at the wedding?
I think like 150, maybe 200.
And who was your bridesmaids?
My sister Joni, Jeanette, Carol, Mary Heaphy.
You had Mary on it?
And then Nina, my cousin, and my sister Marie were flower girls. And then Dad had Tom Balon as his best man. And then Tom Heaphy and Jim Heaphy were in it, I think. No, we should have had Eric. So we felt bad because we left out Eric, and then so we made him an usher.
Flower girl?
Chauffeur.
Well, can we go back to the grandparents real quick? So, just real quick, I know you have to go pick up Grandma, by the way.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Memories of Grandma and Grandpa. You already kind of mentioned your dad. Your dad. I mean, what about your mom? What was she like as a mother and a grandmother and as a person?
My mom, well, it's this typical 50s, 60s family, It's just, we didn't have a lot of TV, it was just like 3 channels. And there wasn't a lot of kids shows, you had to wait for Saturday morning cartoons
Or Sunday morning cartoon readings, but from your grandma.
Yeah.
So during the weekdays, you wouldn't watch TV?
Yeah, there was like I Love Lucy. There was like family shows, you know. And there was like Ed Sullivan and Art Linklander. It was kind of like everybody watched it together. You know.
You guys would all get together and watch it.
Yeah.
That seems fun.
Yeah.
And was Grandma a good cook?
Well, being Catholics, you couldn't eat meat on Fridays, so I just didn't like fish. And she'd buy fish, those fish sticks, those frozen fish sticks. They were so disgusting. And I just couldn't eat them. So anyway, she figured out how to make meat. You know, this is spaghetti noodles with just spaghetti sauce, no meat. So I like that.
That would be your Friday night dinner.
Yeah. But I just couldn't eat fish, you know. I didn't like it. But I like it now. But I don't like that fishy smell.
Yeah. What about Grandpa? Was he a cook at all?
No, but his mother was. Helen.
Mm-hmm.
She was a great cook. And always baking or, you know, just everything was delicious.
And what did, Grandpa Tom Lyons, your dad, what did he do for a living?
He was a mechanical engineer.
Wow.
And he got his master's degree when we were like teenagers, or, you know. Went back to school at night to get his master's degree from USF.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And then he also got his real estate license and his appraiser's license. Yeah,
and he served in the Army, right? Or the Navy?
Well, they had to back then. You know, they had to put in 18 months. But because his teeth didn't line up perfectly, he wasn't going to...
What?
He wasn't in combat.
What is that? That's what they said? So it's flat feet and teeth that didn't line up? So he joined, he got enlisted.
He was, what do you call it? Sent away to El Paso,
Drafted.
Texas. To whatever.
Boot camp.
Yeah. So he was there for 18 months.
Do you know how old he was?
He was in the early 20s. I don't know. He'd already met my mom.
But I'm sorry, is this World War II?
This was the Korean War.
Wow.
I don't know if it was that big a war, you know. But I think some people did die in combat.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's what split up North Korea and South Korea.
Yeah. So did he ever talk to you about that? So he never ended up going overseas?
No. I think he dated a girl over there.
Where? In Texas? Or?
Mm-hmm. And then he came and he worked for an engineering firm that my mom was working at. And that's where they met. They met at work too.
Wow, so it's kind of like you and Dad. So you guys met at work.
I know. We both had 6 kids. Both had 3 girls, 3 boys. It's just funny, you know?
That's really weird.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Okay. For some reason, so meeting the grandparents, something about cookies. Someone said something about when you met Grandma. Oh, no, your grandparents. I'm sorry. So your grandma used to
Make
cookies?
Yeah. And she'd bring over like a big, like, coat basket of cookies, all these different kinds, you know, like chocolate chip or, you know, sugar.
And she had baked those.
Yeah, she baked them all. My mom would get mad. She also made Stalin. I don't know if you know what that is. It's like a Christmas bread, Stollen. It was because her family came from Switzerland, the German side. So they would make.
Does this look done?
Yeah.
Okay. I just pour the grease in with the sauce.
No, take those out and chop them up and put the. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you know what to do.
Yeah.
So wait, so your grandma... Wait, who came from Switzerland?
My grandma Helen Lyons, her last name was Schwab.
Schwab.
And they came from somewhere in Switzerland, the German part. I don't know which one, but so anyway, she was a great baker.
But when did she come over?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know my dad's side of history too much. I know I met her parents, Heaphy and Charles Schwab. No, it's not different. That's
Charles Schwab?
Carl. It was Carl Schwab. Carl and Heaphy. Anyway, my mom used to accuse her mother-in-law of trying to fatten her up, bringing all these cookies and everything over.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so ancestors. What about so grandma's parents came to America, and was that the one that, or no, who came to America from and had to go around the Cape Horn, or
That was my grandfather's family, and I think they came from Holland or something, but I don't know. They came around the Horn.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So they came
But
to America first and then went around, or they
Yeah.
came
No, they came around. I don't know how they went around the Horn.
from Ireland.
Yeah, and his father, my grandfather's father, he was like a captain of a ship that would bring people. I'm getting confused. Okay, he left. They were living in Iowa or something. My grandfather's father, he left. Supposedly, he left home at 11,
Wow.
and he became a bugle boy in the Civil War.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then he made his way down somehow to California as he grew up and became like a captain. He on a ship that would bring people from like Panama or whatever, up to San Francisco back and forth.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
and I think he became a bugle boy because he didn't like his stepmother. He ran away from home because he didn't like his stepmother or something.
At 11.
11.
And did you have a hard time believing that? Did that seem
I don't think it's, the kids were orphans. A lot of them, they were on their own a lot,
Wow.
unless they were in an orphanage or, maybe they didn't like the orphanage or something.
And this is grandma's side?
This is my grandfather, my grandma's father's father.
Your grandma's father's father. And did you ever meet him? And
Yes.
did you ever, the Ancestry.com, did you ever get a hold of any of those? That would be interesting that seems like a lot of different
Kids.
branches or...
Yeah. Well, my cousins, Muffin and
Mhm.
Katie, I don't know if you met them.
Yeah.
They're from Aunt Mary, which they were from that. My brain's kind of...
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to wrap it up. But,
Okay. Well, we got some miscellaneous stuff. Which I guess...
but I would say the Duffy's came from Roscommon. That's my mom's mom, that's where we have most of the documentation from. They came from Ireland to Canada, I think, and then they took a boat from Canada down to New Orleans, and they were there. They had 6 kids also, and 2 died, and the husband died of some disease, whatever it was, yellow fever or something. And then, so she took the rest of the kids, and then to Panama, Isthmus of Panama, and that was before they had the whatever aqueduct things,
Mhm. Uh-huh.
And so they had to go by donkey, I guess. It's just sounds
Wow.
So to Panama, they were in Panama City for a couple of years, save up money to get to San Francisco. Then they went to San Francisco, had a boarding house, and then they went to Marysville, and they were kind of back and forth to Marysville.
Wow.
San Francisco.
And what year do you think that was? Real quick?
1860s.
Wow.
That was right when the Civil War was going on too. Maybe that's why they left.
Huh.
From New Orleans.
Yeah.
Trying to get out of there.
Yeah, it was probably a mess. And
Yeah, they don't want the kids drafted.
Wow. Well, we could recontinue this, but I have a lot of questions about like St. Rita's or just like random. Okay, so we got the grandparents out of the way. That's kind of so St. Rita's.
Mm-hmm.
What do you remember about St. Rita's, and did you think it was a good school for the kids? And
I really love the small. Everybody knew each other. That was cute. When you go to public school, you don't really know that many people.
yeah,
It's kind of.
so parents and kids, everybody knows each other.
Yeah, and they had very social. They'd have like I worked with the bingo thing, and you have to kind of you have a strong sense of community when you're there. you
Yeah.
know? And
Was there anything you didn't like about it, or?
no, not really. Except everybody knows your business. That's the thing too.
Oh, yeah.
Kids get in trouble.
How about Father Healy? And he was a great.
Oh yeah, I liked
Priest.
him. Yeah, and you were the one that always invited him over for. He was funny. He said I made salmon for dinner. I said, I was going to make fish. He goes, I don't like fish. I said, I was going to make salmon. He goes, I love salmon. I'm like, okay. Okay, good.
Yeah, he was hilarious. Father Al, do you remember him?
Yeah.
It's kind of boring.
Boring, yeah.
Father Bob.
Which one was that?
He was the one that got me in trouble and made me write that essay because we were laughing up on the altar.
Oh. Is he the younger guy?
No.
Oh.
No, he was kind of older, but weird.
Mm.
Oh yeah, real quick. The day of your wedding, didn't you almost... you got in a horrible
Yes.
car accident,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
So what was that?
Well, I was going to get my hair done. I was meeting Carol in San Leandro, and I missed the exit. So when I pulled in, it was like a very industrial area, and there was 2 lanes that go left, and there's all these trucks lined up, and I had my little Honda, so I kind of squeezed in between these 2 trucks, but I didn't see the light turn green, and all of a sudden I look up, I hear this truck go, and it starts pushing me along. I'm like looking up. All I could see was his hands on the thing. I'm like beeping my little horn, and finally someone came from the gas station and like stopped the guy. He didn't even know I was down there, you know. And I'm like, so anyway, they towed the car over to the gas station.
So if that guy didn't come out there and wave him down...
Yeah, I could have been smushed.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. On your wedding day.
Yes.
So what an interesting wedding. So you almost die in the morning,
Yeah.
getting your hair done, and then someone steals the champagne, and people's tires are getting slashed.
Yes.
Was there anything else? Did anything else happen?
I don't think so. No, well, my brother Johnny was supposed to drive us to the airport to get, to San Francisco, and he decided he wanted it. I'm like, wait, what? So we had to get one of Mark's friends.
And that was to San Francisco, to the airport, to leave for your honeymoon?
Yeah, the next morning, yeah.
Oh, you left that quick?
Yeah.
And that was going to Hawaii?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that trip?
Yes, yeah. It was fun. It was rained most of the time. Well, I don't know, it was long. But then we missed our plane. I don't know, it was hard because I was kind of not feeling that great. I was a little cranky. But
Kind of like right now?
yeah, I kind of need it. I want to get this. I'd always stuck in traffic.
Okay, well, would you like to continue this, or we can just
I would
power
like to
through it?
continue it another time. It's really fun, and this is nice of you to do this.
Well, we're really close.
Okay,
I'll just skip a lot of this favorite hairstyle stuff.
Oh,
Real quick. So you guys have been together for a long time. How long have you and Dad been together?
38 years.
That's awesome. It's incredible.
It doesn't seem like it though. It seems like 10 or something.
That's super special. So what do you recommend on keeping a strong relationship or / partnership for, our...
Communication and respect, If you get in a bad mood, well, just kick them out. That's what I did with you guys. No, I was like, we just need to separate and just calm down and, just think about how we can resolve it without. And usually it works out that way. You kind of just figure out the problem together, or you just let it go. If it's not something to make a big fuss about, just let it go.
Yeah. Shove them to the garage. Okay, so there was a story about you dropping a turkey on Thanksgiving Day,
Oh, yeah.
or Thanksgiving, so
Uh-huh.
today's Thanksgiving. So what was that story?
I was pregnant with Ryan, so I already had turkey in the oven. I had this turkey pan, it was just flimsy. When I was taking it out of the oven, it broke apart and all the grease went all over the floor, and I went slipping around and fell on my bottom.
Oh my gosh.
And my dad said, he goes, I would say that was a 10, like a pirouette. Like
Olympics,
ice
yeah.
skaters.
Did you guys salvage the turkey?
Yeah, we just put it back in the pan, and it was horrible. Clean up the grease.
Oh my gosh.
Hot grease.
So was this at the Fairfax house?
Yes.
Okay, so I have some questions about that.
Okay.
So can you bought the house in what year? Do you remember?
I was pregnant with.
Everything happened with you being pregnant.
I was pregnant with Aaron, so it was March of '87.
Wow.
You're a baby.
Did you have other options? Were you looking at other houses? I mean, because real estate.
We're looking up at Terra Linda too, which I like Terra Linda, but the house, in our price range, they're kind of junky, you know.
Yeah.
But
And were you happy with that house?
I love the view. It was by owner, and the guy was, you know, we got kind of shafted. It was $135,000, I think, at the time.
And you thought that was too much at the time?
No, it wasn't that much. We had to come up with the down payment. So Dad had a bunch of change.
Change?
So when the down payment was due, like at some certain date, you know, before you buy the house. So I had like $500 worth of change. I was so mad at him. I had to like carry on.
Wait, I'm sorry. So he made you carry...
Yeah, he was at work, so he makes his deposit. So I finally got to the window.
Wait, I'm sorry. So you had to carry in a backpack $500 worth of change.
I had two like big purses of change.
To where?
So I bring it up to the window. She says, "Well, you have to count it out." I'm like, "Oh my God." So they gave me a little thing.
Wait, and you're pregnant.
Yes.
And you have 3 kids before
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know.
my
I probably had kids
God.
with me at the time. So we all had to, you know, put the pennies in this, you know, those little sleeves. You had to put them in.
Oh my God.
It was horrible. I was furious. It was me, left on me, you know. That was the day we had to have it in.
So wait, your down payment was $500?
No, it was just that was the last part of it, you know, to get the full.
Do you remember how much you put down?
Well, it was 130. We had to put 20%.
I see. Okay, so
Yeah. But Dad had his big water jugs of change, you know.
oh yeah, smart. Okay, then remodeling it. I mean, there must have been
Yeah.
many different remodels that you did, but the ones downstairs.
Yeah, the downstairs rooms were separated with an outside staircase, right? Oh no, you had to go through the deck. That's right. Yeah. There was no inside.
Oh,
staircase.
before.
Yeah. So.
So you had to go outside, go down the stairs to get
like
to the.
do laundry or yeah.
Oh,
Remember
wow.
The washer was sitting in the middle of the room.
Oh,
And there was no dryer. We had to use the you know the
clothes
thing
hanger.
It was no. Yeah, it was connected to a tree out there.
Oh my gosh!
And
Wow.
So I think when Aaron was born, Jane and Tommy and Dad put the indoor staircase in. You know, they cut it open and
Oh wow.
yeah. So I went up to my mom's, stayed for like a long weekend, probably Labor Day weekend.
With the kids, with us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the remodel was all those remodels were crazy. But is there anything you regret, or do you regret selling the house? Do you wish you were still living there, or?
I liked the view. I didn't like all the spiders and. Do you remember the cat would come in at night? You know, like the hole in the.
Benny's cat?
I don't know what cat it was, but we'd be sitting there watching TV and he was licking, you know, and they'd come and lick the pans, you know, and then run downstairs.
That was an
So we
interesting
finally
house.
figured out where the hole was, and then it was like mad. It was meowing down there. And then there was scorpions. Remember those?
Oh yeah.
There was one in the hallway one time. I was doing daycare, and they were like, you know, these kids are looking at little toddlers, looking, and I thought, what is that piece of yarn? And I realized it was a scorpion. Here's this little kid. So I took a ski boot and smashed it.
Oh boy. Okay, so let's get there now. So Kelsey had some interesting questions. Let's see if we can. Actually, Jessica asked you about. Did you used to sail as a kid?
Well, we lived on a lagoon. We had a paddle boat and a rowboat. But my grandfather had a little sailboat when he lived on the lagoon too. And he taught my brothers how to sail. You know, it's kind of maybe a male thing back then. But we never got to sail. But one time, I could watch, you know, I watched him how to do it, you know, and they teach him. So one time my friend Mary and I went to Lake Barrett Boathouse. You can rent sailboats. And we took a sailboat out. We could not figure out how to get back. I was like really panicking. They finally got it around to the wind.
So you're trying to prove a point that you could do it. When you first became parents, did you guys have expectations of what kind of parents you wanted to be? That's from Kelsey.
Well, I was the oldest of six, so I kind of had an idea what the deal was. But I just enjoyed being a parent, and just got pregnant with Marky when Jessica was 3 months old. And so I just loved it. I loved it was really fun. You guys were great kids, and you guys. I mean, it sounds like a lot of kids to have, but actually it's easier because you all play together, kind of. You still hang out together. It's just...
Yeah, it does seem like, when people say you have 5 siblings, oh my gosh, it's like, oh, it's actually a really special thing.
Yeah.
You get...
And I love all you guys, if you ever, if I'm gone, listen to this. You all have your own personalities and talents, and I just love all you guys.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, well, did you plan, or did you kind of just wing it as parents? I mean, just kind of seems like...
I'm not sure what you're saying. Of course, it's all, you just kind of...
Just happens.
Yeah, you just make sure everybody's happy and healthy and fed and cheesy breads. Do the trick.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. If someone's cranky, they're either sick or hungry or tired.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. What was one thing that you're proud that you passed down to your children that you've noticed with all of us?
Well, I don't know if I passed it down or not, but you guys, a lot of people say how polite and respectful you guys are. They compliment you, like maybe you help people or open doors. Just like gentlemen and being a gentleman. So
the guys, you like the guys better than the girls. The daughter.
No, I'm just saying they're both all your children are very respectful. Even my grandchildren too.
Yeah.
Scarlett's always saying, "What can I help with?" or whatever. It's just they're just.
Yeah.
They're great people. You guys will turn out to be great human beings.
Yeah. Thank you. For you.
Well, and Dad too.
Yeah. Let's see. Kelsey also said, when you found out you were pregnant with Kelsey, what was your first reaction?
Well, it was number 5 in 7 years. I was kind of embarrassed because everyone was saying, "You're pregnant again?" I just didn't want to deal with that again. It's like everyone, I keep saying you can't. But once you're born, you're so cute, and everyone, you just fit. It's funny how when babies come into the world, they just fit in. It's just like once they're born, it's like, what do we do before? You just can't imagine that. They just,
It just happens.
Yeah, you can't imagine your life without them, kind of.
It's a special thing.
Yeah.
It's really cool. So life always just keeps going on. It doesn't matter.
And luckily she had Aaron to show her how, Aaron kind of took over her, just
kind of chubby little girl.
She did whatever Aaron told her, all day long. It was so funny.
Kind of like me and Mark.
Yes, And then Jessica would tell everybody what to do. Or she'd do those plays. She'd get everybody all dressed up and makeup on and everything.
I don't remember that.
And
so she just dresses up as dolls.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jess. Well, real quick, so tough question. Meaning of life. What is the meaning of life to you? I mean...
love and respect. I think we should all plan for our future in the next world, but I don't know if that what's it? I don't know. I don't know what the next world is, but I'd like to be prepared, in case there is one.
So faith and church
I think for me it keeps me peace. That 'cause life is stressful and you don't feel like you're alone. When it's kind of like a friend or something.
Yeah, it seems like it's a comforting thing to have that.
Yeah.
That person who's always there, or whatever it is.
Yeah, and it just makes me feel like we've been very blessed. I know Sequoia was. I don't understand what happened there. My brother told me, things happen in life, but for me, I feel like connected to them still through prayers or just love, or whatever it is, spiritually.
Yeah, because it's there's no answers for stuff like that,
No.
and it's comforting thing to have.
Yeah, so maybe in the next world these things will be explained to us, because I just don't get it, but, you know, you just have to deal with life's knocks and move on. But not forget, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Anymore.
No, well, thank you, Mom, for doing this.
Thank you, Spencer. It's been really nice. I was nervous, but
So was I.
Hope I get the job.
I'll let you know. I'll call you. No, I mean, I was nervous too, but it's, you know, it's just,
really nice. Yeah.
it's kind of cool to do this,
Yeah.
and you're obviously extremely special to all of us, and
Oh, thank you.
and I guess we don't need to do Dad now, so this will suffice.
He's out there waiting.
Thanks, Mom.
All right, thank you. Love you. Love all you guys.
Get on the road and
See
go.
you in the next life. All right, thanks. I'm gonna
Yep.
call my mom. She
Yep.
probably forgot.